you owe me for pain and suffering of having to see and maybe
Shoulda-
smell. We don't
Shoulda
know.
filed for damages, bro.
Yo, was the smell right? Because if the smell wasn't right, then it's extra crazy. That's fine with me. I'm just saying. If she opening the lips on the, like, yo,
That's crazy.
imagine white lady.
No, black.
Oh, that's
She was
different.
She was a sub for a domination.
She was a.
That's still
sub?
different, though.
Oh
I wasn't
my
expecting that
God.
kind of audacity
That
from one
is-
of us.
that
I've
is-
seen gay guy. I've seen peanut. I've seen it all.
Oh,
Gotcha.
ooh, okay, all right, damn, all right.
Of all the ways we've ever gotten into the podcast, I would say that's the most different. You know what I mean?
What was
But still, nothing that he mentioned, it could get top. It ain't gonna be by this
hopefully,
podcast.
hopefully, not by this.
No, definitely not. Nah.
What-
But
what's
it's gonna
up?
happen.
What's up?
Now.
What's up, family?
Huh? What's up? No, we can't start like that. This is a podcast about anime manga.
That is true. Yeah, we gotta reset the energy.
Oh, and I'm trying to like curse less and all that. You
Hey,
know,
there
I
we
don't
go.
wanna hear I don't
use
wanna-
the fun-filled words. Say
No.
like.
Whoa, you killing it with you got the camp counselor jargon. on
Not even
lock
the camp
today,
counselor
yo.
jargon. It's not even that.
Yo, you got the camp counselor jargon on lock. We got a Ninja Turtle recording us. It's gonna be great today. So, with that being said, let's go on and start this right. Mic check 1, mic check 2.
Yes, sir.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the One Piece of Mind podcast. I'm Nico White.
I am Alex Quo, and it's good to see you, man.
Brother, it's great to see you.
Y'all already know.
We back. We're back in the what you call the studio?
This is we back on WTF Studios. That's where we at.
Oh,
For this
shout
one.
out to the WTF Studios and shout out to
Art.
Shout out to Art for recording us, man.
Yes.
Sh-
Oh, you walked up through me.
Yeah, he walked out. You know what I'm saying? But we still appreciate you.
Man,
Yo.
I'm still taken aback.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to talk to you. Okay. All right. Obviously, we got to jump right into the manga spoilers with that kid.
Yeah.
11-17 was it?
Was that?
Or was it 8? It was 11-17.
Well, remember, I think the last one that we talked about was chapter
16.
11-16. So we got chapter 11-17 and 11-18. And so if we start off with, hold on, wait, you want to go first or should I?
You know what? Let me take the reins real fast because I got something I need to say.
Yeah.
Egghead is by far one of the, I don't want to say better, one of the best arcs I didn't see coming. Right?
Okay.
Normally, the best arcs in this show, they're built up. We knew Wano was going to be Wano because it was being built up for years.
Right.
You know, even Whole Cake, we knew that was going to be great. Even Dressrosa, all of this.
Mhm.
No one saw Egghead being this at all. Not even a little bit. And I just some initial reactions because from the last thing we talked about, it was still in the middle of Vegapunk's message,
Mhm.
right? And I think they had just discovered where that the transponder was coming from inside of the robot. I think that was the last thing that we talked about.
Right.
I knew he wasn't going to finish that message. But
Who wasn't?
Vegapunk, there was no way. I knew Oda was going to leave us with a cliffhanger. I saw it coming.
Yeah.
But that being said, I don't think that Vegapunk's message on the Willa D was anything out there. I don't think that was going to be anything game changing.
Okay.
Because I don't think Vegapunk, and I'll say this to the camera, I don't think Vegapunk knows truly the Willa D. I don't think he has that.
Right.
I think Roger had it. Roger had everything pieced together. But I think all Vegapunk was going off of was speculation. And granted, his speculations were spot on with the Seaquake and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when it comes to the Willa D, I can honestly just see him saying something with that group is going to impact the future.
Yeah.
In a general sense of what he was going to say. But I don't think he had specific detail. I know a lot of people were freaking out when they saw that Vegapunk's message didn't finish. But I'm just like, what did you expect?
Well, that's another thing. What did you expect? And that also is going to come up again later on in this chapter review when we get to talking about people's reaction to what happened at the end of chapter 11-18. Because personally, I think where my camera at? That's me right there.
Mhm.
Personally, I think a lot of y'all are overreacting to Bonnie's we'll talk about it in a minute, but I think people are overreacting crazy. And it's like, remember how when we talk One Piece and all that stuff, when we start talking anime manga, I say a lot like, I don't think people consider what we learned in English language arts back in school of like
I remember we talked about that.
callbacks, symbolism, setting things up that are definitely going to be used later on.
Mhm.
And I think, or foreshadowing. I feel like people don't understand foreshadowing the way that they maybe should.
Right.
I'm seeing like people that are about our age, like 30 years old, like fuming, bro. Like on Twitter, typing in all caps and exclamation points, this is trash. And it's like,
what?
And I'm like, I don't understand how you don't see that coming. It was flagged from the moment we first saw it.
That was hinted at for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oda foreshadowed it, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Pardon me. Go ahead. You finish your reaction to the chapter, man.
Well, I mean, we can literally jump into this most recent chapter that dropped a couple days ago. Because Vegapunk's message was pretty much the one prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not. Since we brought it up, I'm actually not even mad about that. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't understand the hate or the rage personally. I don't understand. Like you said, it was hinted at. We saw. We not only do we see a glimpse of it, we also don't know the full extent.
Yeah.
She's not Luffy now. She's not. There's no way.
That's what I'm saying. So people that's like, oh, she's like Joy Boy also, or she's like the Sun God Nico also. I call him Sun God Nico, hilarious. The Sun God Nico also. It's like, no, I don't think that's how it works. I think it's more that she can embody what it means to be like Nika. I don't think she's as powerful as Luffy. I don't think. Now, her power ceiling is kind of scary now, because when you think about it, she has the control of all the Kumas.
I was thinking that too, yeah.
She has her devil fruit. Okay, this is gonna be scattered. We apologize. It's 99 degrees outside.
It's like an oven outside, so we just go.
But when you think about chapter 1117, right? And we got a lot of things out of that chapter, so I don't want to just jump from that. We got the Marines actually showing that they could be competent. We got Doll and what's the other one's name? Bluegrass. I thought they had great showings considering what they did. Doll came in, one tap Kashi or one of the young giants. I think it was Kashi.
They're putting up a good fight. They're putting up a great fight.
They putting up the best fight they can, but imagine what it's like being a Marine right now. You're supposed to protect people. Next thing you know, you see the 5 Gorosei and they're all in these gigantic animal forms and they killing everything. They don't care about you. They don't care about Vegapunk.
It's wild.
How can you feel that you're really on the right side?
Somebody even said, like, we got to just handle what we're dealing with now. I'll think about everything later. I know one of them said that too.
That's a fact.
But it's like, man, I don't know. I think
the Gorosei. Wait. The Gorosei. What did you think of them and how they approach the Iron Giant? Like, do you think they're the menaces that they're supposed to be, or do you think that they still don't?
They are the menaces they're supposed to be. What are you gonna say? Well, if I thought they stood on business?
No, I wasn't even gonna say that.
No, I'm thinking. Do you see these guys? They are terrified right now.
They are.
Information is power, and they are so.
Wait, the Gorosei are terrified
because they don't want Vegapunk's message getting out anywhere else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And actually no, they are terrified because look at how the last chapter ended with Bonnie.
That's fair.
Now they're just like there's 2 of them, so it's like, look, we still don't know the extent to what Joy Boy was capable of, but they did say that he was influencing people around him. He was bringing smiles to people around him, whatever that entails. But it's like if this is the effect that he has on people, he can galvanize people to a cause. That I would be terrified if I were them. They've been keeping the world in the dark on everything, and that's how you keep control. Not to make it political, but look at like North Korea. It's very similar. Yeah, you keep your people in the dark, and you could just do whatever it is you want to do.
Look at the United States.
Look at this country.
We do the same thing. It's like. A lot of times, and not to get all philosophical, but freedom is an illusion. I can tell you how free you are while having a chain on your door. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody here loves pets, right? You might be a cat person, you might be a dog person, but to be honest, that dog or cat, no matter how much you love them being with you, they are in prison.
In a weird way.
Yeah,
still captivity.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's captivity. Sure, they love you, but that wasn't a natural love. That shit.
All they know.
Exactly. That dog don't know it should be free. That dog don't know it should be a wolf. That dog don't know that.
And I guess that kind of speaks to what Luffy's doing. That's him when he's at his quote unquote most free. I think that's what he did with Bonnie. That's why it fits with the plot. It's what he did.
Go ahead.
He's just opening up, like he's freeing the people around him. In this case, he's freeing Bonnie's mind, allowing her to use the devil fruit extract that we was talking about. Yeah. Where it's like, okay, you can push your abilities even further to do what I'm doing. Right. To what extent, we don't know. But people act like it's a Naruto ass pull.
Definitely not.
It's not.
You would have to be, sometimes I really think people do want to get engagement online and stuff like that. I don't think they always believe what they're saying, but to the people that do, if you think this is an ass pull, I really don't know what to tell you. If nothing else, I think you should be thinking more along the lines of what this means for devil fruits in general. Because remember what they said, devil fruits are like the dreams of people that went beyond, natural
ability,
comprehension.
There you
right?
go. Yeah.
So think about what Luffy was able to do just by inspiring Bonnie and the whole thing. Like, there's something in there that's supposed to be that we should be holding on to. That's probably going to be a part of the mystery of devil fruits in general.
Yeah, he's touching on whatever that secret is for sure.
Of course, because remember, I think Oda said it. Like, Vegapunk. Once we see Dr. Vegapunk, we're supposed to be exposed to the secrets behind devil fruits. Didn't Oda say that?
Actually, yeah, leading going up into Egghead. I think that's what. Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
because he was messing with it with Kaido's fruit and all that too. So yeah.
So I think people should be looking at this and trying to pick out what parts of this we could use for that rationale coming down the line. I think the Gorosei are definitely as scary as they should be.
Yes.
The one thing we almost didn't talk about was the clash in 1117 between Zoro and Venus Juro.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he has
Zetsu.
That's all set up.
Yeah.
That is all set up, masterfully done. I ain't even mad at that.
Do you think we get that before or after we get Mihawk versus Zoro?
After, yeah.
Why?
Zoro will be the best swordsman when he confronts him.
Okay.
I can see that happening.
Okay.
Because I could see the way I rationalize the end of the series. There's gonna be the pirates are gonna go at it first. Blackbeard and Luffy, Shanks, and all that's gonna happen, and then it's like then we got to take on this final threat. You know what I mean? And that's where he's at. So it's like I see Luffy getting the title of King of the Pirates and still having something to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I still see that happening. Because I don't think the series is over when he finds the One Piece. I think he finds the One Piece and it opens the final can of worms. It's like, oh, they're all going to have that big ass laugh, but then it's going to be like, oh.
We got something to do after
this. Is what they were laughing at, so now we got something else to do.
And there's something that the Roger Pirates didn't get a chance to really do. We don't know what it is. We don't know what they were too early for. Yeah. But there's something they didn't get to do. And that had to lead Roger to doing what he did. So my next question for you is, in 1117, what do you think the message was that the robot was about to let out for not the robot, that Vegapunk was going to let out about the Willie D?
What do I think the message is?
Yeah.
Nothing substantial. I don't know what it is, but because there's no way he knows. It's impossible that he knows. Mm-hmm. The fact that he knows what he already knows is crazy.
Yeah.
But studying Poneglyphs alone, I was talking to a friend of mine actually, and he was telling me, he was like, I don't think the One Piece has to do with the Void Century. He told me that. And I'm like, I don't think so. I think it's all linked. Because why would Roger talk about Joy Boy when he saw the One Piece? You know what I mean?
Okay.
There has to be a link there. So to that end, I don't think that he fully knew what it was. But similar to what he said about the Seaquake, I think that he has speculation. Like, where at the very end, he was like, by the way, people with the D initial, everybody's leaning in, even Teach was leaning in, like, go on, right? Oh, I think he was going to say that somebody in that clan is going to be whatever, inspirational, or they're gonna
I think he said inspirational. Okay.
Not inspirational. What's the word? Influential. That's the word.
Okay.
Influential. That's the word. I think there's somebody from that clan is gonna be of influence who's gonna make that change.
You might be right. Now that you say that, you might be right. Because I was going more along the lines of somebody among you might be a traitor, somebody among you might be a hero. I thought it would be more specific than that. But you might be more on point because Vegapunk been saying this whole time he's not picking right or wrong or anything like that.
Gray area.
Right. So if it is a gray area, then influential would be a good word.
But also, if he knew, why didn't he freak out when he saw Luffy in his Nico form? Like, he did comment on it. He was like, oh, he was like that. But it's like he wasn't like we found him. Like, he didn't freak out,
Yeah.
So it's like there's no way he knew everything. And he openly said it. I don't really know what's going on.
Right.
But I'm gonna put out there what I've been researching.
Okay.
So people are kind of really wrapped up in that message. I'm really not. I think everything else he said is crazy already. Mm-hmm. But it's like,
boy, yo, there's one part of chapter 1118 that stood out to me. The scale of how the Gorosei are drawn, how huge they look. Like the one that looks like a boar.
The boar is, compared to the giants.
I didn't realize the guy was that
massive.
Yo, he's the size of a mountain.
It's crazy.
He looks like a mountain. And I want to say that the rest of them are about that. Because when Venus Juro showed up in, I hope I'm saying his name right. When he showed up in 1117, he was going to cut the ship before Zoro and Jinbei intercepted him. I was like, yo, he looked like he bigger than Sonny, man.
Yeah. They're like, they remind me of like those Godzilla monsters, the kaiju.
Yeah,
they
the kaiju.
They remind me of them actually, and I'm just like, holy crap.
Big Mom and Big Mom had that effect with her too, of like whenever you would see her, she would just get more and more huge.
I think when she intook more souls too, she would kind of grow in appearance.
Yeah,
but I wonder how they would compare. Actually, no, I think they even scale.
Okay,
way bigger than that.
Who do you think will win in a fight? Big Mom and or Kaido, like teamed up or separate, or the Five Elders? Who you got?
So the Five Elders, they're not playing fair right now. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen them take damage yet.
Right.
So it's like, Kaido got up after everything, but the man took him on. He took him on the chin. He took some damage. He took damage.
Yeah.
I haven't seen these guys get hurt. Granted, they've been alive for how long now? So it's like, it's are you guys even a real thing?
Yo, he dancing right now. You ain't answered the question directly yet.
The Gorosei's winning.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Gorosei's winning.
Thank you. And to all you people out there that are like, oh, nah, I don't think they're stronger than the Yonko. Are you out of your mind?
Oh, no.
Have you lost your mind? Me and Alex don't agree on a lot on this podcast.
Y'all really
But from the One Piece of Mind podcast to you fools, what are you talking about?
They're not beating the Gorosei.
Yo, they ain't.
What?
Hell no, they ain't beating the Gorosei. Big Mom was getting shellacked by Law's, what you call that joint? Shock Willie and whatnot.
Yeah.
That was breaking her insides. Once you pierce her skin, it's over.
It's still a human body.
She ain't, and Kaido, for all the accolades that we all give Kaido, me and you both agree Kaido is very, very strong, right?
Yes.
But Luffy couldn't hurt any of the Gorosei that he's hit already.
That's with Haki.
With Haki, with Ryuo, all that. Matter of fact, the board, didn't he hit the board? Was it the worm? Whichever one he hit the board, and nigga looked at him like, yo, I'm not that.
They don't even comment. They don't even say anything.
Yeah, they get no comment. Yo, he punched Kaido. Kaido saw his top five. This nigga had a whole epiphany.
My favorite moment of the show.
Yo, he had an epiphany. He started seeing pictures. He got hit so hard.
I read that same comment.
The girl said got hit was like,
yeah, that was funny.
He roared at this motherfucker. And Luffy went back in Gear 5. Base Luffy with Ryuo punch Kaido. Flashback. Get out of here, man.
Kaido got hit so hard he had to redo his top 5.
Yeah, get out of here, man. That's really what that picture was about. Who I got to take off of here?
Which one gotta go?
Who gotta go? I fought Roger and Whitebeard 40 years ago. I was 15.
Oh, that was so funny when I read that.
You think you one of them, huh? Who I gotta move around?
Like, gotta redo my top 5.
I ain't seen Rocks in 30 years. Maybe I can move him around.
Yo, it's funny you mentioned him. Where does he fit in all this now?
Rocks D. Zabek?
Yeah. Because I was like, yeah, he's got the initial, and he is, I think, he's who Blackbeard looks up to, obviously. But it's like,
I don't know if it's obvious. Blackbeard.
He's a living incarnation of this man.
We think that, but Oda has been tricky already, right? Of like, I thought when the stellar body of Vegapunk died, I thought there was no way Vegapunk itself
the satellite would still, yeah.
Right. So we got Vegapunk dying, his satellites are still around, but then also his brain is still alive. So
Punk Records is still moving.
If Punk Records is still alive and Punk Records is still like going. If the devil friend reincarnate, Vegapunk might not really be dead.
You think all that knowledge carries over?
It looked like it carry over. It's still in his brain. His brain's still getting more and more knowledge. York is still alive. So it's like they could think they're going to use this to their advantage, but they might mess around and be harboring a fugitive again.
You big on the traitor theory, huh?
Everything can't go right, and you can't just get betrayers on the good side. You know what I'm saying? And one of the best things going back to talk about English language arts, one of the best things you could do is inversion. And Oda shown that he's really good at doing inversion. So remember Marineford, one of the first big betrayals we ever saw. Squad. Yeah. Right? Wow, we can't get that, but this time at the world government. You know what I'm saying?
I see. So like the reverse of a York.
Yeah.
Maybe York was cool the whole time.
Oh, you never know. Remember, York is greed. And somebody greedy want everything.
Yeah.
They want more than they can have. They don't.
Both sides.
Yeah, so we never know. Vegapunk might be pulling a fast one on them.
You think the satellites are going to die? They're going after the one. I know there's 2 remain. Outside of York, there's the 2.
Well, One Piece is very much similar to like a lot of other big art forms in pop culture where it's like you kill the men, save the women and children, right? So all the male Vegapunks are dead.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Lilith and the other female one is still alive.
Lilith, Atlas, and York. So I can see if you kill Lilith, you better do something for Sanji.
Yeah,
you gotta do something about Sanji. So I don't see Lilith dying. Atlas, I can see dying because Atlas is a robot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I bet they all robots, but for some reason Atlas is just like a big sentinel. So I can see her getting mopped up.
This isn't really an opinion question; it's more like a factual base. So the satellites don't have the knowledge of the Stella. Like, were they learning too as he was talking, or were they like, yeah, this is what I was putting together?
I don't know. I don't know if they were learning because think about how many of them were in the video. So you had.
Oh, that's true.
You had a bunch of them. So I would assume that most of the good Vegapunks already knew that. I have no idea. I
do have another question for you too, though.
Shoot.
Bonnie has to become a Straw Hat now. I'm officially on board with that idea. That's the first thing I saw when I saw it.
Here comes the first clip.
He said Bonnie's gonna be one now.
Spoiler alert for. Hold on, wait, Lou. There's two things that we gotta do. Hold that thought, please.
Please.
There's two things that we gotta do. We gotta make for our producer. We gotta make a like thing. So find my camera. I'm gonna do this in 30 seconds. And which camera am I? No, I'm this one.
Yep.
Okay. So. I'm Nico White.
I'm Alex Quo.
And this is the One Piece of Mind podcast. Thank you to all of you that have been watching and joining us for the time that you have. Please make sure y'all check us out on YouTube. Then also make sure y'all check us out on Instagram at the One Piece of Mind podcast. You can also check out our Patreon if you want to see more. And outside of that, check us out and come see our stand-up shows. You can find me at Nico White93 at NEKOWHITE93. And you can find Alex at
Alex Quo, ALEXQUOW, all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Check me out at my shows as well.
And having said that, let's get back to the podcast. Alex, it's on you.
You already know. Bonnie has to be a Straw Hat.
Okay.
She has to be one now. Mm-hmm. You don't do that. You can't have another one. You can. I love BDA laws. He's like, you can't have two niggas running around.
Yeah, like this. But you got to. You gotta have two niggas running around.
She's gotta be a Straw Hat.
Gotta be a Straw Hat.
There's too much. You can't just be that and be away from the main cast of characters.
Okay, I think Bonnie's gonna be a Straw Hat for multiple reasons. Number one, Kuma didn't go through all of that for his daughter not to find what he was always looking for. He was always looking to do everything to help out the sun god Nika and blah blah blah. I could see Bonnie wanting to part with them, but I actually don't. Like, I could see Luffy feeling like he gave her enough inspiration to go out, be on the world on her own, and maybe send her on a side quest to find all the pacifistas. She might even, if Bonnie doesn't join the crew, I can see Bonnie going along with the other Vegapunks that do live. Mm-hmm. Like, most likely Lilith or somebody else, and going around and, like, helping other people out, maybe exploring a role with the Revolutionary Army or something like that.
Not to cut you off. So you think it's going to be something as opposed to, like, what Law was? Where it was like they worked together.
No, I think she's going to join.
Oh, you think she's going to? Okay,
I agree with that.
Join. Okay, I'm with that.
The only way I can see her not joining is if she goes on a pilgrimage to find the rest of the pacifistas to get ready for, like, you know, war or go get some training or something like that. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I don't see her not joining the Straw Hats. I think after everything in chapter 1118 with her doing the whole Nika thing, I feel like she wouldn't be able to believe in a Nika-ish future if not right there by Luffy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think one empowers the other. And now I think they're so linked after the experience they got. Everything Luffy likes, she likes.
Yeah, they're really similar.
They're really similar.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Sanji's the best cook in the verse. I just don't see Bonnie leaving that quality of food either.
Also, what happened to her crew? Her crew's not even around anymore.
But remember, her crew isn't even like pirates like that. They're people from the
gang of
Sorbet.
Yeah, so that's true as well.
So I'm sure if she set out to go find her crew, that's one thing. But I don't see that being necessary.
And not to mention, let's not forget the rules of the new world. You either ally yourself with a Yonko, or you make alliances elsewhere.
Alex killing it this episode.
I'm just telling you. Alex has had some time to think. I'm telling you. You got to play by the rules.
Yeah.
Look what happened to Kid, look what happened to Law. Right. So it's like you gotta, I mean, granted they are sort of associated, More so law.
But I do think it's more what you said, because think about the people she's been involved with so far. The world government's after her. Now the Gorseys after her. Then
Like
you
a
got
Robin
Blackbeard's after her. Robin and all that stuff. I don't even know how that's going to go, because you got one group of Straw Hats. Because when Luffy jumped on the giant ship, and again, back to 1118, there's so much happening.
There's a ton.
When Luffy got back to, what you call that? When Luffy got back to the giant ship, first of all, shout out to them. You had Walkery, you had the bird Gorosei, I forget his name.
Mars. Was that Mars?
I think that's Marcus Mars. And I think it's one more. But when Luffy jumped on the ship, that was wholesome. Asking for Usopp and all that, the giant ship.
Love that.
He eating all the food, all of that, right? I go, what's going to happen to Nami's group because Zoro and Jinbei are already fighting Nasjuro, right? What happens when Saturn and whoever else is left get over there? Because I don't think they're getting Robin, and I don't think they violating the Sunny like that. I just don't see it.
Well, they're looking for the Vega. Is there a Vegapunk on the Sunny right now? Which one?
Lilith and Atlas, right?
Oh, they both are. Okay.
Is Lilith? I think it's Lilith and Atlas, or is Atlas on the giant ship with Luffy?
No, Lilith is actually by Punk Records. If I remember right, there was one at Punk Records. I could be wrong. But I thought there was one at Punk Records and one with the Straw Hats. But I assumed the one with the Straw Hats was on the giant ship.
Okay,
so
got you.
Thought I could be wrong though. Like I swear to God, but it's like I just thought the Sunny was safe.
Stussy was at Punk Records
with what's his face
with Kaku.
Yeah, actually, no, maybe that's it.
Or maybe in the Labostratum, something
or
like
the
that.
Labosphere, something like that. Yeah, okay,
it's something like that.
But I know the two Vegapunks aren't next to each other.
Okay,
that's at least to my knowledge. But yeah.
So real quick, let's do a chapter rating. Let's do a quick synopsis of chapter 1117, because I feel like we kind of skipped over that. So for me, starting with chapter 1117, I thought it was a great chapter for exposition. I liked everything that we got with the Iron Giant going up, like kind of being, we all been thinking this Iron Giant is going to do something.
He started talking. We didn't even talk about it.
But wait, we get into that though. So you had in 1117 Vegapunk's message being read out, the Gorosei finally figuring out, okay, the Giant has it, we stopping this shit. I don't care what happened, we stopping this shit. Walkery I didn't realize, I thought he knocked the Giant in the air. I didn't realize he knocked it off the island onto the Marines. And again, my first thing, I tell them, if I was Kizu, I'd be like, y'all don't pay enough. Y'all don't pay enough to keep all these secrets. This nigga, I gotta serve this big spider tea for what?
You went from killing Vegapunk to...
Yo, now hold on. Really, really think about it. Like, if I'm Kizaru, I made a light, bro. Y'all gonna have to kill me or something, because like, y'all getting way too crazy. I gotta kill my friend. I gotta kill my nephew. Then on top of that, if I don't kill him fast enough, you telling me I ain't doing my job like I'm supposed to do my job. And you a spider. You know what I'm saying? You a whole spider. You got 8 legs, and I'm not doing my job.
Now I gotta go take on a robot.
I gotta go check out robots. Yo, I really gotta waste my time. Then when I get here, a Yonko's here. He can bend imagination. Imagination's his power. Oh, word. Okay. I'm
gonna need more than 100K a year.
I need American money. Like, you ain't paying me in berries or nah. I'm
gonna need
I need gold.
dollar from this.
I need gold. I need euros. I need something.
This is crazy.
I need something. I need sea stone. Whatever y'all got that's worth something, I need that. I need pyro blowing. Whatever they make the clouds, I need some of that.
Speaking of sea stone, I want to give a quick shout out to the anime again, because the anime is doing fan. I'm now almost caught up with the anime. But it's like they're doing a great job. I just saw the whole Rayleigh Blackbeard standoff. Yeah, that was dope. That was very nice.
Need to go on and get started with Garp and that might start.
That might be today.
It might be Kid in Law, and then
today is Kid. I've been waiting for Kid since it dropped.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I've been popping up like that. Scared me.
Waiting for the kids segment. I've been waiting for the kids segment. But anyway, keep going with 1117.
So with 1117, I loved everything we got in that chapter. I thought it was great exposition. I thought it gave me personally a lot more questions than it did answers.
Same.
I was upset that the Iron Giant just got popped away like that, but also respect to the Gorosei. I like I said, I believe the message was something along the lines of a warning, like there might be a traitor among you. But I think what you said is more correct. That Vegapunk, like somebody influential lives among you. That could be Blackbeard. That could be Luffy. That could be Garp. Kobe, I don't know, man. Something going on with Kobe. Oh, Smoker! We got Smoker back in 11-17,
We
man.
did, actually.
We got Smoker
The
back.
callbacks are crazy.
Yeah, we got Don Krieg. So again, I think One Piece is in a great place right now where Oda finally is going to start getting the chance to make full circle connections while also giving us whatever the last pieces are, giving us the last questions we need to ask ourselves. I just think we need to give them space. So 11-17, I'm gonna rate that 8 out of 10.
Only an 8, bro.
8, 9, 8, 9.
I'm giving
It was a great chapter, but I don't want to get too close to perfect. But I have no problem with anybody that thought it was a 9 or 10 out of 10. I thought it was great for theory fodder.
Back to back.
This chapter though, I'm gonna give this chapter a 9. I'm gonna give this chapter a 10. Fuck am I talking about? I loved everything that was in this chapter. I like if you felt Kuma's backstory to see what happened to his daughter, to know how she got there. Come on, man. Kuma earned that victory. You know what I'm saying? If nothing else, Kuma earned that victory. So Kuma earned that victory. Bonnie's earned that victory. We got the backstory from her. I think she's becoming a Straw Hat. I am worried about Nami's group. I'm worried about Zoro because I don't want the crew to get separated. I feel like Zoro can be taken because he's the second in command, so he's ready to be the sacrificial lamb. I don't want another nothing happen moment because something bad is going to happen, and Zoro's the type to get captured, man.
They're too strong for another.
I hope so. I hope so. But then there's parts we not thinking about, man. Yeah, we talking about the Gorosei. What if Kizaru decide to wake up?
His heart's just. I don't see him. He's mentally incapacitated.
He might be mentally incapacitated, but he don't need to do much.
Yeah, but he's got to at least. His friend is dead, bro.
Yeah, bro, the Gorosei don't care.
Yeah, that's the Gorosei. At this
point,
if
the Gorosei, Kizaru, now.
Nah, cause look,
I don't know.
Nah, bro, he's not a bad guy. So
you don't gotta be a bad guy. Remember, this ain't about good and bad. How many times Vegapunk gotta tell us that? It's not that simple. Good and bad is an opinion. Me and you, American as hell.
Mm-hmm.
We know what we know about this place.
Yeah.
Come on. We know what we know. And we don't even know everything. We don't even know close to everything.
I'm not even talking about his sense of justice. I just mean the fact that these guys just got your best friend killed. Assumingly best friend killed. How could you just go back like nothing and just start popping off light beams? Like
the same way our military uses people that come from whatever situation they come from, right? Before they get into the military. Whether that's you from a patriotic family, right? Whether that's you need a way to get out of whatever situation you in, whether you need structure, discipline, whatever, right? They weaponize your loyalty. They send you out there because you're fighting for the right side, right? Meanwhile, you don't know that you're right. You don't know that you're right. You don't know if you're wrong. You know that the thing you believe in is telling you to go do this because this is the right thing to do. Meanwhile, on the other side, whoever you just did it to, they had a whole family that never did nothing to nobody. And whatever pain you would feel if you lost somebody, they feel, right?
Hatred.
Now, how are they wrong for hating you once they done lost somebody and they ain't have nothing to do with what you were mad at them for?
Shout outs to the great Nagato.
So I'm shout out to the great Nagato.
I've heard that before.
So this is what I'm saying. So I don't think it's about something as simple as right and wrong. It's more about, I said, Kizaru, get up. Go do something.
That's crazy. I don't know. I would hate to see him do it, but if it happens, it happens. But
we would all hate to see him do it, but that would also be great storytelling.
But I think Egghead is done. That would also just prolong this further.
We don't know that.
We don't know.
We keep saying Egghead is done. How many times Oda got to tell us, yo, I'ma have fun right now?
We've been saying Egghead's done for the past 3 months.
We've been saying Egghead's done for the longest time. We all need to shut up. We thought Wano was done how many times?
Yeah.
How many times you thought you was going to open that chapter like, oh, this is it. Luffy can't keep getting beat like this no more.
Bro took, I think, 4 L's on that rooftop.
I'm just saying. Something to consider.
Okay.
So I give this chapter a 10 out of 10. If there's anything that we missed, I apologize. We only got a certain amount of time in the studio, but
I thought we touched on just about all the big stuff, though.
Yeah.
What did you think? Back-to-back 10s.
Mm-hmm.
Back-to-back 10s. What? Come on now. We learned so much about the One Piece world itself. The fact that the whole place is flooded from there to what the Gorosei really been up to the ancient civilization to...
I love watching the people around the world react to.
That's with everything. I love that.
I love that.
Especially when the bounty increases happen. I love seeing that.
People gonna think Luffy did something to kill Vegapunk, though.
They're already framing that, bro. You saw it?
Yeah.
They were like, well, he was there. It's obvious that
Yo, Oda, your social commentary, you a slick man, man.
the fake news is crazy in the One Piece world.
All I'ma say is you better stop thinking that that's just the One Piece world.
Man. I've never always
the news is lies.
It never went public that Luffy beat Moria either. That never went public.
The news is lies.
They swept that underneath the rug. Oh, by the way, Luffy took out another one of the warlords, but it's like, hey, you know what? We don't.
Smoker beat Crocodile.
Smoker. When was this?
It never happened.
Oh, that's right. That's what they wrote. They wrote that. That was written and published. That's right.
Keep believing that shit you think you saw on TV.
You said that. I was like, what?
We're all idiots.
Jesus Christ.
We all a part of this, and it's happening in real life. Keep thinking one. You got to remember where manga and all that stuff comes from, man. That's an art form born out of us dropping the fucking atomic bomb.
That's insane.
So the depth that these types of stories go into, you might be reading the mirror and don't even know it. But whatever. Yo,
that's a bar.
We got a discussion for this episode. It's
one
discussion. So
I'm gonna just ask you point blank.
Kick us out, man. So go ahead.
Who's the better doctor, man? Tell me.
Between who?
Chopper and Marco the Phoenix. Who's the better One Piece doctor? I just want to hear it. I just want to hear what you got to say.
Tony Chopper.
Wildin'. Go ahead.
Is the better doctor between himself and the doctor of the former Whitebeard pirates, Marco the Phoenix.
You got.
Not only is he a better doctor, it ain't even close.
You said it's not even close?
It's not even close.
Wait, not even close? We didn't talk about that part. Not even close? Chopper is way better than Marco?
Chopper's way better than Marco.
The Phoenix.
The Phoenix, yeah. And shit. We don't got enough time here. I think he better than Law too.
Chopper?
Chopper.
No Chopper disrespect. None. No Chopper disrespect. But come on.
As a doctor.
Okay,
yeah,
we're talking strictly medicinal purposes.
As a doctor. Now, Law a bad dude, man. Law is a bad dude, but we talking about Marco, so let's keep it there. We'll do him versus Law another time.
That's fine,
but tell me why. You know what? I'm gonna give you the floor because I feel like I talked a lot this episode. Tell me why you think Marco is the better doctor.
The Blue Flame. It's really not that hard. Well, okay, but all right. Well, let me go into more detail. It's not just the Blue Flame. Obviously, they both have experiences that contribute to their doctor. Like, okay, I brought this up to you before. Whitebeard was on dialysis up until his death, for like the past 10 years. Bro's health was declining.
Yeah.
That was all Marco. What was Marco looking out for him? You know, making sure his health persisted. Number one. Number two, bro has, in the moment of anything, he could always fall back on the Blue Flame. That Blue Flame, he was a healer.
Yeah.
Didn't have to work all that hard.
Just,
and then he was good. You know what I mean?
Right.
That alone separates him from a lot.
Okay, bet. So now, with that being said, right? Think about the times and places we've seen Chopper and Marco do their thing on manga, on manga pages, right?
Yeah.
So far, what I have to consider, because a lot of times people will give you reasoning based off things that they think, right? Like what you said about Whitebeard being on dialysis and all that, right?
Yeah.
Because I think apparently he had something that Marco's flames couldn't heal.
Well, that's just getting old.
I'm just saying, like, Whitebeard seemed like he was struggling for more than getting old. I'm saying Garp fought all of Hachinosu minus Blackbeard and a couple of his captains, plus Aokiji, right? He fought all of that. Garp ain't cough up blood, so he was stabbed through the stomach. Why? And I mean, Garp was letting off attacks with his regular fists and regular hockey that Whitebeard couldn't let off with his devil fruit. Remember when he tried to save Ace and he staggered? You think I can't stop them? Black and white on the screen. This nigga knees shaking, grabbing his heart like Red Fox.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Who's older? I want to know.
Garp.
Garp's older than Whitebeard?
I think Garp's older than Whitebeard, yeah.
Garp?
Yeah.
I think Garp is 80 right now.
Or they're the same age, one or the other. But anyway, right? Think about the times we've seen them on screen. So we see Marco being ineffective far more often than we see Chopper be ineffective as Garp is older.
78,
Thank you.
72.
Yeah, but Whitebeard killed Garp. You've always been wrong. So now,
go ahead.
Think about Marineford, right? Marco got swatted away. Who did Marco get to heal? He couldn't heal anybody. When it was time for him to do anything that he could, guess where he was? He was in sea prison.
Okay.
Went and got himself caught.
But here's what I break it down to. We're talking, remember, just doctor skill and capability. Mm-hmm. Look at when they were working together. Look at even when they were working together.
Who was working together?
Chopper and Marco and Wano. Remember Chopper and Marco? Yeah.
Wano is a bad case because Chopper was too dope in Wano, man.
It's not a bad case at all. Look at what Marco was doing. I told you this before. He was taking on King and Queen, the both of them, while still...
Not medicine, man.
But while still... The blue flame counts as medicine. We can't say it doesn't. It does.
It doesn't.
But it does.
It's all it did. First of all, let me finish up and I'll give you the floor.
Hey, go ahead.
I'll talk for 2 more minutes.
Go ahead. You good.
So let's talk about Wano. Chopper no-diffed 2 of Queen's magnum opuses, bro. We're not talking about viruses that Queen just made. We're talking about 2 of Queen's life's work. Chopper no-diffed that shit. That mummy virus in the prison, Chopper whipped that up in minutes. The cure for the Oni virus.
Ice Oni.
Now, all these years that people like Marco and them have been like engaging other pirates and stuff like that. The best Marco could do was put a heat stopper to what was happening, right? Chopper, on the other hand, was dealing with the virus itself, Queen, people trying to attack him, and having to look over the other doctors in the doctor unit, right? So, yes, Marco was fighting whoever he was fighting.
Yeah.
But even with that being said, dog, Chopper did the doctoring work because he came up with the cure for these viruses.
So you're saying Chopper is valid, Marco's just icy hot, is what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
You're saying Marco's icy hot?
I'm saying Marco's what you go get from the corner store, and Chopper is the MD. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chopper really gonna do...
Oh, that's funny.
You gotta have insurance to talk to Chopper. You see people like Marco in the ER, they send you home with ibuprofen, but they ain't stopping nothing.
Marco's icy hot.
Marco's icy hot.
Chopper's
that's why that joint is that color. You ever seen an icy hot pack? Same color blue as Marco Flames. Oda know what he doing.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's all marketing. We gonna find out Icy Hot got stock in One Piece and the Whitebeard Pirates.
Sponsored by the Whitebeard Pirates.
Sponsored by the Whitebeard Pirates. I bet you their logo is a pineapple. Bet money.
We've had this conversation at least 8 different times. We've never put that together.
It's not close. Chopper's gonna end up saving Luffy from whatever life-threatening disease he ended up getting by the end of all this.
Oh, so you think he saves him from it? Because I think Luffy gets something too. I think so.
Yeah.
You think he saves him from it?
Mm-hmm.
So you're putting him over Crocus even?
Hell yeah.
Oh, you got him goaded. Okay, you got him goaded.
Are you crazy?
You got him goaded.
Are you crazy? Chopper has training, as far as we know, from the best doctor in One Piece until we find someone better. Chopper has years of experience of just studying. Mm-hmm. Like the next doctor you can compare to Chopper, where I think it's an actual debate to be had, is Law. You know what I mean? Because Law could do things like personality switch. If you give Law a couple of cadavers, he might be able to get you out of one body and put you in another one. You know what I'm saying? Well, you don't have to die.
Man, I don't know. Law in his operating room, Chopper's better than that.
I mean, who we ever seen Chopper lose outside of Hero Look?
Come on, man. Well, Law was rearranging.
But I hear you. Who did we ever see Chopper lose outside of Hero Look?
I think he's got a perfect record.
Chopper got a perfect record, man. So all I'm saying is, I think if we're comparing from what we've seen on panel, somebody that's able to heal, and it's not even like Marco's really healing. There's definitely wounds that he can't F with. But you look at how Zoro came back. And yeah, it was from the mix, but...
After the Grim Reaper thing?
Yeah. Yeah, it was from the mix. But Chopper okayed to give him that medicine. Not to say that somebody else wouldn't have, but to say that Marco wouldn't have even had that option. If Chopper wasn't there, it goes way worse. If Marco's not there, you can still get that virus healed. Chopper might be all the way Oni by the time you get it done, but it's going to get done.
One counterpoint I had, and this is one thing I told you before too, I think if you switch the roles, assume that Chopper had the physical capability to take King and Queen, I think Marco could have got the job done.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Really?
No. Marco didn't offer anything like maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. This type of virus you get rid of like this. This type of virus
what Marco
like
also
that.
said? He was like, "This is y'all generation now. It's not me anymore."
And that's my point. And I think the current, much like I think with everything, the current generation of the thing is better than the generation before that. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but the newer generation gets to absorb a lot more perspectives than the older generation ever even had to consider, right? So Chopper, first of all, Chopper has the human no me, right? So that means we don't even know what that's going to be when it's awakened. For all the human fruits we've seen thus far, if they are awakened, we're talking about like Sengoku the Buddha. Yeah, you know what I mean? So like if Chopper, if he ever awakens, will be the peak human, that would probably mean peak intelligence and all that stuff too. Chopper's already a genius in his field. Chopper's not low level. He's not mid-level.
I don't put him at mid-level.
Chopper is a high-level doctor. Chopper is not to be effed with when it comes to the stethoscope. So, no, I don't got nobody over Chopper. And Marco hasn't done anything as a doctor to be over Chopper. As a combatant, sure.
Yeah, but we're not talking combatant. That's
medicine? No, Chopper turned Beppo into a Sulong without the moon. What we talking about?
He did do that.
What we talking about? Chopper made that medicine. What we talking about? Chopper made medicine to keep him in the Monster Point form for how long? What we talking about?
He was innovating a lot.
Well, what we talking about? We don't know none of Marco medicine.
But all I'm saying is,
we don't know none of Marco medicine.
But if it prolonged Whitebeard life.
Wait. But we don't know that it prolonged Whitebeard life. We didn't see Whitebeard hooked up the blue flames. We saw Whitebeard hooked up the IVs. What you talking about? Whatever Whitebeard had, Marco Flames couldn't beat that.
You call him Marco.
Yo, Whitebeard didn't have a cold. Whitebeard was really going through it. Whitebeard hit stage 5. Stage 6, 7, and 8. By the time Marineford was over, Marco couldn't do nothing. So Marco was crying somewhere. Yo, people were getting the virus next to Chopper. Chopper was working, bro, crushing up medicine. Marco on his hands and knees. Oyaji! Crying like a bitch.
I just want y'all who's watching and listening to know, we have these discussions all the time. I've never heard him call Marco icy hot. I wasn't ready for that.
I'm just saying, bro, he ain't do nothing. He kept them warmed up for a couple more minutes.
Bro said, Marco's what you gonna get at the corner store before you go to
that's ginger ale. Marco is Vicks, bro.
Vicks Vapor, bro.
Vicks the Phoenix, man. Get out of here. Yo, how you comparing him? Chopper got real degrees on the ship.
It's disrespectful.
Chopper got real degrees.
The Marco disrespect when did
Marco, why it won't be tolerated? When did Marco get the chance to even study medicine like that?
We don't know his story.
No. You seen him on the Whitebeard Pirates.
When he was young.
When he was 8 years old. Who did he train with? Now, you might have the ability to heal people. That's one thing. But who did you train with?
It's not fair. We don't know his story.
We don't know. But from what we know, who did he train with?
From what we know, he's just there. He's just there.
So from what we know, he's just there with a healing capability. With a healing capability. Okay, bet. That makes sense. So Chopper seems to have had more of his life to be able to study medicine from the best doctor, as far as we know, from where they found doctors from, right? So why would I sit here and act like it's close when Marco hasn't done anything on the level Chopper's done it, nor has he done it in the time that it took Chopper to do it?
Wait, real quick though, because I do want you to at least touch on the point. We could do a bigger discussion on it later.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why you think Chopper's better than Law, though. I'm just curious.
I think Chopper's better than Law for a similar reason. Yes, Law saved Luffy, right? But I think Chopper would have been able to save Luffy if he'd have been able to get to Luffy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think whatever was wrong with Luffy was beyond Chopper's power. I think Chopper has faced a lot of situations where people like Zoro, for all intents and purposes, should be dead or close. Chopper would have had to bring Zoro back from that pill he took. Remember, that side effect of that joint is you get double the damage of everything that you took.
Yeah, no, that's good.
So that means Chopper had to deal with that. And we saw Chopper working on Zoro. This isn't just Zoro's regenerating capabilities. And yes, Law did help Chopper, help the kids get off their addiction to the drug that Caesar made for him. But Chopper also came up with a regimen on how to get them off that narcotic. Chopper also was able to come up with medicines that we know are now being used in the One Piece world, not even talking about what he created for himself in the Rumble Balls. So
That's interesting.
Yeah, Chopper the only doctor in One Piece that got medicine out there on the shelves, man. That's all I'm saying.
He's got prescriptions.
That's all I'm saying. The rest of them can't even write those.
We can go into more detail on that next time, though.
Hey, man.
Hey,
that's. I don't know why you would compare,
that icy hotline.
Nigga Marco's
Yo, Art, you watch One Piece? You don't watch One Piece? Oh man, if you did, you'd have laughed at that line, man. That'd have been crazy.
Man, if he was here, he could have laughed, but he said, "F that." It's Saturday. I got things to do. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the One Piece of Mind podcast. I'm Nico White.
I am Alex Quo.
Alex, where can they find you?
It's at Alex Quo on everything. AlexQuow. Give me a check out. I have road dates now. A lot has been going on. I know, right? I have road dates.
Yes, you do.
And I want to say thank you to everybody who's been tuning in and liking my content. My content's been doing really well, so I do appreciate everybody for jumping and seeing that. My birthday's next Saturday. I'm turning 30.
Hey.
And I'm trying to hit 30K before I hit 30. So I'm trying to do that. So I appreciate all the love from everybody. Seriously, the reception on both the podcast stuff and the personal stuff has been great. And I wanted to say that while I had the chance to on camera. So thank y'all. But yeah, check me out.
There you go. Check out Alex Quo, ladies and gentlemen. I am Nico White. You can find me at Nico White 93. That's at NEKO WHITE 93. I'm also on the road. So make sure you check out NicoWhite.com or just check out my Instagram links and I'll be with Alex on a couple of those shows.
We are August 16th, Roanoke, Virginia.
Roanoke, that's how you say it?
Roanoke, yeah.
Roanoke, yep.
Roanoke Comedy Festival, and it's August 16th.
Yes.
We'll be both out there. So
I just got that deal memo, so yeah. Yo, I just signed it the other day. Because there's a thing, they wouldn't know about this, but there's a thing where you could do like your rate and then like how much you get if it sells X amount, how much you get when if it sells out. So when they first sent it, it was just like the flat rate deal. I said, "Oh, I ain't signing that. I ain't signing that." But they were so nice. They sent everything else. So I can't wait to get out there for the Roanoke Comedy Festival. Make sure if you do see this beforehand, it'll be me featuring Alex Quo. It's gonna be a hell of a nice venue too. So if you man. Tell me about it. Yeah, I think it's like a theater or something like that.
Word, we doing another one?
Hey, let's go. Yeah. Let's go. So
check us out. It's gonna be fun.
Check us out, please. And in the meantime, I also appreciate the love that we've been getting on the One Piece stuff. I appreciate the love I've been getting on my own channel and all of that. And thank y'all, man. So with all that being said,
one last thing. We are almost at 1,000 followers on Instagram. Also.
Yeah, we are.
So a big thank you to everybody who's been tuning in, loving all the content, giving us what you guys think. We go back and forth all the time, but bringing you guys in on the conversation as well really means a lot. That's from everything from Dragon Ball to Naruto to One Piece. We love it.
We're nothing without you. So
we are not.
Thank y'all for being y'all. And for the final time in this episode, I'm Nico White.
I'm Alex Quo.
And this is the One Piece of Mind podcast. And we're out.
Peace.
Done.
I love it. That was perfect.
Excellent, man. Is Riley here? Hey, Art, thank you, man.
Art, thank you so much.
All right. Oh, gosh. I hate these pants.
Oh, Riley actually just texted me.